Hello everyone, what's up? The taho is passing by. I'm testing my audio. I think it's fine. Alright, let's start. So, same as yesterday. Yesterday I had my first stream of Tower Dominion and my first stream ever. I had my first expedition yesterday. Now, why am I streaming? This series is I want to record myself gaming, and while I do, I'm gonna practice speaking. I want to practice speaking, so whatever I want to read on screen in the game, I'm gonna read them. Lore, description, tooltips, I'm going to try and read them out clearly. And I also am going to voice out my strategies while playing. This will be a chill session, slow and steady. Gonna try and enjoy the game while trying to practice my speech. So far, I don't really have any intro made yet. I haven't planned any real intro for the series. I tend to overthink, so for this series, I'm challenging myself. I'm gonna tone down on the planning. It doesn't have to be perfect, so that I can go to the next step of actually doing it. I'm gonna reduce the planning and I'm gonna increase the doing. So let's start. The game really has a nice music, right? No? Do you think? It's a really nice music. I know you don't see me because I don't have any camera, but I'm vibing. I'm enjoying the music, right? It's fun. Anyway, so for my second expedition, before that, on my very first expedition, I actually won the expedition, but then again, it's just a difficulty 1 expedition. Today I'm not sure I'm gonna try difficulty 1 or difficulty 2. So honestly, I haven't really unlocked a lot of them yet. As you can see on the screen, I only have 4, and you start with 2, only the Iron Dragoons. On the previous run, I unlocked the second and third level of the upgrades of some of the buildings, because usually when you start playing the game, you don't really have the information of the buildings yet, and not all of the buildings, when you place them, you could only unlock the first level of upgrades, and there's usually 3. And is my gain too loud? I'm not sure. Anyway, is the noise too loud? Is that the problem? On the previous stream, I noticed that the voice, or my voice, is too soft, or the volume of the overall video is too weak. So I made just one change. So I added a little bit of gain. The reason why I did only one change is because, like I mentioned, I am usually an overthinker, and over planning usually gets me to actually not do it. So I chose to just do one thing, and that is increase the gain of my mic. So increase the volume. Let's see how that fares depending on the outcome of this stream. Gonna review it, of course, after this. Depending on the results, I'm gonna adjust one more thing on the next stream, and then another thing on the stream after that. So it's just making 1 or maybe 2 changes, just a few, so that I don't overplan and I can actually make progress. Alright, I think we should continue. That's enough of explanations and yada 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 for me. That's not particularly about the game. Let's get back to the game. I'm a yapper. Alright, so in the previous expedition, we only had 2 commanders to start with, and those are Commissar Anisha and Warden Gerhard of the Iron Dragoons. After I won the previous expedition, I've unlocked some upgrades for the other buildings, and I've also unlocked 2 more commanders, this time under or allied, or what's the right word for it? I'm not sure. Commandeering, I don't know. Anyway, they are under the Pargan assault group. Who are they? They are Siege Master Obivim and Colonel Ilionor. Now, what's the difference between the Iron Dragoons, Lions of Rebelsky, and the Pargan assault group? I don't know yet what the difference is towards the Lions of Rebelsky, because I don't really have any commander yet, so I can't select in order to get the description of the Lions. However, with the Iron Dragoons, these are the specific bonuses. We have Overwhelming Force and Impregnable Fortress. For the Pargan Assault Group, we have Shock Troops and Tactical Force. What's the difference? Well, first, let's read them out loud. Speech practice for me while I'm gaming. The Iron Dragoons, the strategists of the 14th, follow the precepts of overwhelming force and focused firepower. Lacking the genius of Icarina, they just send wave after wave until victory. The 2 skills are Overwhelming Force. Every 8 seconds, send Grenadiers in a charge towards the enemy. Impregnable Fortress. The headquarters is a powerful combat building. So the first skill is focused on infantry, or the Grenadiers, they're called. And the second is the headquarters. Now let's talk about the Pargan Assault Group. The Pargan Assault Group. Look at that snake. Anyway, the 24th Cavalry prides itself as the most advanced and competent regiment of the cohort. They prefer a tactical approach to the traditional blazing bayonet charges. Shock troops starts with 20 recon production. Tactical force. Headquarters have unique options to tailor your force. So for the shock troops, 20 recon production compared to Iron Dragoons. The Iron Dragoons start with 0 production. What's the difference? Recon is an the way it's used in the game, it's an economy currency. One of the specific uses for recon is when you add a zone that's usually random. You can choose to spend a certain number of recon to reroll what kind of pathing the zone provides, and then that will be easier to understand while playing the game. So I can show the recon economy on this expedition. And then tactical force. Headquarters have unique options to tailor your force. I don't know what those unique options are, but I'm guessing it's very unique or very different compared to the Iron Dragoons and to the Lions of Rebelsky. Now if we pick a commander from here, then we'll figure out. But who do we want to play with today? Who is the commander that want to choose today? In the previous expedition, we had Commissar Anisha. Her focus with regards to the skill is similar to the Endergroons with the infantry, not specifically the headquarters. So in the previous expedition, I had a lot of infantry to play with, but then again, depending on the run, that changes, right? But still, we already played around with infantry in the previous expedition, so I don't think I'm gonna play around with much infantry on this second expedition. The next choice is Warden Gerhard. Imperial Supervision. Buildings that are adjacent to at least one Mirador gain 25 or gain plus 15% damage. So you are gonna want to position your strong forces around the Mirador, and the buildings are probably one of the most important assets for this army. And for the Grim Overwatch, starts with 5 Miradors, so you will already be provided with Miradors that will strengthen your position. So he has a very Mirador focused run. So it's a building focused run. How about for the Pargan Assault Group? Let's pick, or let's read Siege Master Obivim is a weapons expert, so the buildings gain +1 range, so buildings are stronger. And the first line starts with 5 sturdy bunkers. Sturdy bunkers is a specific building that we can show later on in the run. So his focus are buildings, and he starts strongly because he has 5 sturdy bunkers right away. How about the next commander? Colonel Eleanor. Grand Ecole. What is Grand Ecole? Gain 1 blueprint among 3 every other wave. Alright, so that means we can get a bonus blueprint. Blueprint is what the buildings are called for this, or like you need a blueprint in order to get a building or to build one building. So every other way we get the bonus building. How about meticulous preparations? Tier 2 and 3 blueprints are 20% more likely to appear. So this means that tier 2, that stronger buildings, tier 2 and tier 3 buildings appear more. So you have a lot of your buildings will be more expensive, probably, right? But stronger. In the previous run, we played around with infantry and miradors. So this time, let's stray away with infantry and with miradors and try to pick a commander with a Pargan assault group. But which one do we want to pick? Both commanders are focused on blueprints or buildings. But which one do we want? I don't know what the differences are between the tier of blueprints, or what specific buildings there are and what tier they are. So it's hard to decide from just this information. But with this information, I know that all buildings will have an increase in range regardless of the blueprint tier level, same thing. And I have 5 sturdy bunkers right away. I know what the sturdy bunkers are. It's a building that covers like 180 degrees. So it can shoot on its front side and a little bit to the side only. 180 degrees of coverage. I think I'll pick Siege Master Obivim for this run. Just because I could imagine it better than Colonel Inonor. Now before we proceed, let's review again the Pargan Assault Group. Shock Troops start with recon production and tactical force. Headquarters have unique options to tailor force. We are going to review the headquarters, and I'm going to show you the recon currency. So before we start, we pick a difficulty. Difficulty 1, engagement. 25 waves and 1 entry point towards the building. Difficulty 2 is battle. 28 waves, so more waves, and an increased number of entry points towards the building. We're gonna try to face battle 2, because we were able to in the first expedition, so we're gonna be like confident on this run. So we're gonna go straight to difficulty 2 battle, facing 28 waves. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if we win the expedition this time. Let's start. Alright. So right off the bat, we are going to increase the zones. We're going to expand, and this is where the reroll can be used. Right off the bat, you will see the economy currency here, supply and recon. We have recon production and we have supply production, and the recon can be used to reroll this zone, this tile. But do I want this tile? Do I not want this tile? I'm not sure. If I want to decide, can I look at some other information? No, I cannot. I have to decide. Let's see. Battlefronts. I have two battlefronts, so it's not called entry points, it's called battlefront. And the entry points are specifically this areas, these connections. Now, where do we want? We have a mirror door, we have a lot of sturdy bunkers. I guess we want to increase I'm not sure. This is just my second expedition, so I don't have the best of information on how to decide. So I'll just pick what looks good, and I think this looks good. So I pick this. Now let's see what the headquarters are. It doesn't look like I have any infantry or grenadiers from the Iron Dragoons. So if I leave my army like this without any buildings, that means there are no defenses. How about the headquarters? Do you have any defenses available? This gives us supply production. This gives us discovery. Discovery is has something to do with neutral buildings as we add zones. More on that later. Reconnaissance satellite, recon production, even more recon. Repair drones, all buildings has more HP, and the HQ gains repair. Targeting, all buildings have air damage, and all buildings have shield damage. I have only 8 of this tech resource, and doesn't look like there are any guns in here. So what do you want to pick? Let's decide later on. First, let's decide on the sturdy bunkers positioning or the mirror door. Let's see, all buildings have more range, and I start with a sturdy bunker. Sturdy bunker looks like this. Like I mentioned, one side, and how do we want to defend our base? Do we want this? I don't know. Let's see. The reason I place it is because I can cancel it. It's not yet finalized. I just want to see the upgrades. Let's decide. So I remember this upgrade gives it a boost to itself. This upgrade gives it a boost depending if there are other sturdy bunker beside it. And previously on the previous expedition, the other upgrades, the other level of upgrades are locked. But because I finished I won the previous expedition while using the sturdy bunker, then I am able to see and use the next levels of upgrades. I don't know what these are yet. Can figure this out now. So this gives another heavy vencedor and changes the priority target to air units. So if air units are a problem, I can pick this upgrade, or I can actually replace the current weapon with a strong single target cannon. Probably an explosion weapon of some sort. I don't know yet. Solid foundation gives it more damage, rate of fire, and reload speed. And this upgrade gives it more damage depending on how high it is. This is a very beautiful upgrade if you're on the highest of highs. Alright, so let's cancel that. How about the mirror door? The mirror door, same deal with the sturdy bunker. I only knew about the first level of unlocks. Right now I could play it with the next level of unlocks. Logistic reinforcement is another weapon similar to this, and rate of fire and another similar weapon. This one range and damage, and this one is if adjacent to HQ gains 30% HP, 15 damage, and gains repair. Which means mirror door are beautiful next to the HQ if I pick this upgrade. Does it matter though? How much range does it have? I only have 2 mirror doors and I have a pretty strong start with these sturdy bunkers. Let's see, is this a good place for the sturdy bunker? I think it is, right? How about this area? I think we should start with the mirror door. Then again, what is the sturdy bunker for? 5 of them this early. I don't use them, so I think I'll add sturdy bunkers here. This sturdy bunker has better coverage, so I choose that. And to protect the top side, sturdy bunker. Think this level of sturdy bunker gives us better coverage. But this level of sturdy bunker still covers the same area that this covers and more, so I'll put the sturdy bunker here. And do we want to add more? First, let's look at the upgrades. We don't know if do you want the sturdy bunker beside it here, and here, and here. So if we do, we want this. If not, we want this. Let's see, how good is this sturdy bunker? Here and here, not really that good, but if I put them here, it's a good sturdy bunker. And I actually think I'm going to add this sturdy bunker. Ta-da! Now that I have that, I think I'll add another sturdy bunker as well. On this side. Not this side though, because it doesn't actually cover the lane. How about this one? This one does. I think this is a good enough sturdy bunker to reasonably add. So I will choose to add the sturdy bunker. And with that, I've added 4 sturdy bunkers. I've run out of supply. And I can start the next wave. Send wave. I adjusted my volume down a bit. Not because I tested it and I think it's loud, but because I'm looking at the audio levels in the streaming software and it goes red. Really red. And it also gains the sound that serves as noise, like my mouse and my keyboard, and when I move my head. So I'm adjusting it a little bit. Let me know if it's fine, better now, worse now. Let's figure it out. Let me know, please, so that I can make adjustments so that my next treat could be better for you and for me and for the entire human race. Continuing. What did we do? We did not receive any damage, so the placement of our sturdy bunkers are perfecto. What do we want? Do we want supply? 100 and 100, so just 200 supply. Do you want even more sturdy bunkers? And the light mortar position. Let's read things out loud. Speech practice while gaming. A single heavy vencedor with a limited field of fire. Light mortar position. It's a simple light mortar on a fixed position, good to dispatch small foes. Or do you want another mirador? With a light mortar position. Mirador. The mirador is simple and effective. It can be equipped to detect camouflage foes or support the headquarters. You know what? We started with 5 sturdy bunkers. I want to add more sturdy bunkers. Alright, let's see what we can upgrade. We can choose to upgrade a single sturdy bunker, or we can choose to add a light mortar position. Do we need it though? Do we need to add a light mortar position? Is there a placement that makes sense? Not really. Do we need to upgrade the sturdy bunker? I don't know. How about the headquarters? We forgot to upgrade the headquarters. What do you want? Do you want supply production or do you want discovery? Now let's explain what discovery is. Discovery, I think, gives a better chance of discovering a neutral building as you place a new zone. And neutral buildings have different effects that will be activated when you place a tower next to them, or at least that's what I think the only way is to activate them. I think we want to upgrade discovery. Next, do we want recon production, or do you want buildings, all buildings 50% HP and HQ gain 50% or 40% repair? I want to think about it depending on the skill of the commander. This has to do with recon and headquarters, which we are deciding on. Siege Master Obivim is a weapon expert and first line. Has 30 bunkers, so those are buildings, and buildings gain +1 range. But as far as I know, the buildings that we use to attack the foes that gain +1 range don't really have an HP, so this will affect maybe other buildings without range that needs the HP and the HQ. I think I want more recon production because I have 20 discovery. If I could get recon production, I don't know what the reasoning is behind that. What's the connection? I don't know what the connection is. You know what? I don't know. But I think I have to decide on this before I decide on the ones in the bottom. I pick between air damage and shield damage. I think this is an upgrade we can choose later on depending on the threat that will be revealed. I don't know what the threats are yet, so I cannot make a decision just yet. So we can hold off on this. So that means it's also possible to hold off on this. But then again, the earlier we get the recon production, then the better it is. So I'll pick the recon production. Then we'll upgrade the third level of we'll pick a third level up upgrade in the future depending on the threat. Going back to the use of our supply, do we want to use our supply? Do we need to? I don't think we need to. So let's just send the next wave, see how we fare. It does look like we needed to upgrade. But what kind of upgrade do we need though? Buildings HP increased. This increased the HP currently of just the headquarters, and this is another HP increase specifically for the headquarters. Do we need this? I don't know. How about the warble position and the platform? The platform is a building that's good to have. The warble position launches a cannon shell at a great distance. Let's try that again. Let's practice my speech. Warwolf position launches cannon shell at great distance. The explosion is a bit weak against strong foes, but makes short work of packs of weak targets. Do we need this? I don't know yet. Do we need the platform? No, but it's good to have. But I think I want to increase the HP of my HQ. Why? Because the enemies reach my HQ and on both ends. And I'm not really sure what kind of upgrade we need yet. So that's my reasoning. Yeah. We want to add another zone. Where do we want to add the zone? Do we want to reroll? How about we add the zone here? Or here. I think we want to add the zone here so that we can divide the enemy forces more evenly. Like each battlefront has 2 entry points. If I add them, if I add this here. So yeah, I think this will be my decision. Do I want it to face this way? Different from this battlefront? Or do you want to face it same way? I think it's more manageable in the long run if I put it in the same side. So I'll pick this. Also because of the sturdy bunkers that face that way. So yeah, I think this is the better way to position it. Yeah, that's a better decision. This is a better factor to consider than just, you know, in the long run, how does it look? So yeah, I'll put it here. Yes, it does cover this side, so it's a better decision. Now, do we want sturdy bunker on this side? I have 2, so I could place a sturdy bunker on both battlefronts. I could add one here, and I could add, I guess, one more here, or yeah, here. Yeah, this is bad. So here, one height. Yeah, I'll add it here, and the other one. Oh, I don't have any supply. It's not enough. So cancel this. How about the mirror door? No, I only have 300. So instead of adding a sturdy bunker, how about an upgrade instead? Yeah, I can do 2 upgrades. Since I made the decision, or I could be making a future decision to add sturdy bunker here and here, that means the sturdy bunker that goes beside them, this one and this one, I want to upgrade with a short range comlink. So yeah, I'll increase the damage and the fire rate. That's an upgrade. And before we decide on this, let's upgrade the other one and add a short range comlink. Now let's proceed with the next wave. All right. Reinforcement. Let's read them out loud. Structural network. HQ gains 100 HP each time we place a building. The earlier we get this upgrade, the better. Barricade. A rudimentary barrier. A rudimentary barrier to stop the advance of the enemy. Thanks to its simple design, engineer teams can restore it each wave. So I think this is the building that doesn't have a range but has the HQ or the HP similar to our HQ, so it gets the increase from this upgrade. Yeah. How about the other bundles? Light mortar position, we know what that is. A simple light mortar on a fixed position, good to dispatch small foes. Recon. Strategic resource to reroll zones during the expansion phase. Also used for special upgrades and buildings. Reroll zone. Use recon to reroll a zone during the expansion phase. Platform. The platform increases the height by 1 and can be built upon. Supply. Base resource to build buildings and upgrades. What do I want? I think structural network is a good upgrade, although I want that makes you so the earlier I get the structural network, the better. So I want the upgrade, and the barricade also gets a bonus for the doctrine that we already have. Although it doesn't get the upgrade from the commissar, I already have this upgrade. So, and the barricade is a good building, I think, because we currently are getting damage, or our headquarters are getting damage. But then again, do we want the supply and the platform? No, I think the earlier we get the structural network, the better. So I pick this. We have supply of 200, so that's a single building or a single upgrade. Do you want the barricade? Let's see what the barricade can provide. We can just cancel it so it doesn't use up our supply, as long as I don't send the wave out. So barricade. HP, yeah. Plus 10% from the doctrine. Powers. Obstacle. Foes must destroy the barricade before progressing on the path. When the barricade is destroyed, it comes back at full HP for the next wave. So the barricade is, you can say it's additional health for the HQ, specific only to the path that it covers. So currently it's bonus HP for 50% of against 50% of the waves, and the other 50% it doesn't go through the barricade. What are the upgrades that it has? At least for the barricade, I don't really need to finish an expedition to unlock the next upgrades. So let's see what it does. Pastel frames, additional HP. Underground network, additional HP for the HQ. Reinforced frame. So more HP per battlefront. I have 2 battlefronts. This is the first one and this is the second one. See? This explains the battlefront. Let's read it out loud. Speech practice while gaming. A battlefront is a unique path leading to one or more entrance to the HQ. Number 1 in blue is a battlefront. Number 2 is a second battlefront, and the path includes 2 entrances. This upgrade gains 10 supply when destroyed. So this is a good upgrade to gain if you intend or you placed the barricade in a way that it will get destroyed always. Next level up upgrades. When destroyed, all buildings gain +5. No, not +5. When destroyed, all buildings gain 5% damage until the end of the wave. Excuse me, I burped. I'm sorry, it's disgusting. Next level upgrade is adjacent buildings gain 50% rate of fire. This is a gold building to have in between 2 good buildings. Let's cancel that. We don't need it yet, I think. But what do we want? I think because the foes are reaching the HQ still, we want to increase, I guess, or upgrade our sturdy bunkers. What do we want though? We could get like just 1 upgrade, I think. Yeah. There's another weapon of the same kind, right? So like double, but it changes the priority to air units. This one replaces the weapon. A strong cannon. I really want to add another sturdy bunker. How about I add the sturdy bunker instead? Here. Yeah, I want this. Alright, let's send the next wave. Looks like we're almost good on this side. Oops. Let's pick reinforcement first. Choose a bundle. Werewolf position, recon, sturdy bunker, or Durandal position, Puma, or triumphant conquest. Let's read the ones that are new. Durandal position. A single powerful Durandal cannon. Great range, strong explosions. Puma position. Simple but powerful anti-air defense. 50% damage, or no, plus 50% damage against air units. Triumphant conquest. On discovering a neutral building, all buildings gain plus 15% damage during the next wave. I made a comment on this in the previous expedition. It's like it's not the very best of upgrades I think, especially this low in difficulty. But because it works like only on the rounds after you add the zone, and only if you get a neutral building or you find or discover a neutral building, and then it only makes you stronger for that round and then makes you weak on the next round. But then again, because we already have good enough discovery stat, I don't know where to see it. Where do we see our discovery stat? I don't really know. Anyway, because we have a good enough discovery stat, and this is related to discovery stat, the neutral buildings, makes me want to pick this. But I don't think we need the Poma position, or at least just yet. And the sturdy bunker is pretty good with anti-air. And I just remembered we already decided to pick buildings, or no, not really. I think that is not the reasoning, but because we already have a good enough positions for sturdy bunkers, we have enough. And one of the upgrade is that gives better upgrades, or the upgrade skills depending on the sturdy bunker that are beside each other. I want to pick another sturdy bunker, and also that gives us a Durandal position, which we do not have yet, right? Yeah, we do not have a Durandal position, so I picked this. All right, we get another zone. I think I want to make loops, but which side do you want to add a loop in? I don't think it really matters, at least right now, because they look similar. But this has, like, what's the length of the entrances? 1 and 2. 1 and 2. This one is 1, and this is 1 and 2. So the difference in the length of the paths here is different, so it spreads out the foes and it's through its length, so the firepower could like focus better, or it has better coverage. Like, there is less foes within the building's coverage at the time, so considering that, the efficiency of the buildings is better. So thinking about that, since these two entry points lengths towards the HQ are the same, we want to add the zone here, so that with the same reasoning that I just mentioned, the lengths of both entry points are different. So while this one enters here and this one enters here, the foes that enters in this path would already reach here within the coverage of this 3 buildings, and this one, while they enter here, the foes will reach probably around here or even before that, so the buildings can focus on the ones that goes in first, and then while the foes after that, the foes that will reach next can be fired on. Sort of like Instead of trying to cut, oh yes, I think this is a good analogy. If instead of trying to cut, let's say 10 pieces of paper using one scissor, you are instead trying to cut 10 pieces of paper. No, I think I should deliver this better. Instead of trying to cut 10 pieces of paper all at the same time using one scissor, if you make the lengths different, then you're trying to cut 10 pieces of paper, but instead you split them by half, so 5 and 5, then your one scissor can cut just 5 papers easier, and you do it twice, so the scissor has a better time of cutting the papers, or it's easier for them to cut the papers because there's less paper and at a single time, so it's more efficient at the moment. I think that's a good enough analogy, right? If not, I guess another analogy is instead of trying to cut a metal wire, instead you're trying to cut a cloth thread. Yeah, I think that's another good analogy. Anyway, continuing on. What do we want? We want to upgrade or add sturdy bunker, but we cannot, so I guess let's upgrade sturdy bunker. Do we want to upgrade sturdy bunker? If I upgrade this sturdy bunker, do you want this or this? Do we want another sturdy bunker beside it? I don't know. How about we just save the supply and add another sturdy bunker somewhere else? Yeah, let's send the next wave. Let me drink some water. Water. Reinforcement. Supply. Or another barricade. Barricade or doctrine, lead by example. While you have only one Durandal position, all buildings gain plus 10 damage. That's strong. If you don't really need the Durandal, or if you can survive with just one Durandal, then all buildings will get stronger. Your whole fighting force is stronger. If you don't really have enough Durandals that, let's say, if you don't really need the Durandal with what it's unique for, or like the Durandal, if you add more, they're not the strongest and best and most efficient of your fighting force, and this is just such a good upgrade. And do we have a Durandal? We do, and we only have one. Next, scout hideout. Do we have a scout hideout? No. And we have a lot of recon. Scout hideout. Stealth units can set up a hideout using recon instead of supply. The snipers have detection. Detection can fire on camouflaged units. And hey, there's another sturdy bunker. And I want more. So, two good reasons. I want more sturdy bunkers, and I can place the scout hideout using recon instead of supply. And we have recon production. And it gives us detection as well. If I need the detection, I mean, I have miradors. They can provide detection with an upgrade. But I can also get them using scout hideouts and using recon instead of supply. So yeah, I'll choose this upgrade. I want a scout hideout and a sturdy bunker. Thank you. Alright, we have enough to add another sturdy bunker. I have 200. I want another sturdy bunker on this side. Where do I want to put it? Here. This, I think, has the best coverage. So, yep. So this gets stronger because of the short range comlink. And do I have more supply for another sturdy bunker? Nope. But I can upgrade one. What do I want to upgrade though? I was thinking if I could add another sturdy bunker here, then this could have a good enough short range comlink reason. Could be a good enough reason to have a short range comlink. Do we need it? Oh wow. Look at our HQ hit points. 291. That's bad. It's really bad. I have to upgrade at least one sturdy bunker, and or I should add a scout hideout. I think I'll add a scout hideout for sure. So where do I want to place it? I want to place it somewhere where it has good coverage, or maybe where my forces are weaker. Right at center here. This can place it where? Which area has the best sturdy bunkers? Almost the same. It's really just almost the same. So I'll upgrade one area with better sturdy bunker, and then the other side I'll add a scout hideout. So the scout hideout, I'll choose the best placement, and then on the other side I'll choose a sturdy bunker to upgrade. So scout hideout, I think, goes farthest. I think this has the best placement. Yeah, I'll add it here. Do I want to upgrade it even more? Range for high level or another weapon? Not sure, let's cancel that. That's one height. How about this area? It's mostly 0. One height is here or there. Doesn't really have the best of coverage. I want to put it here instead, somewhere down here. Farther? No, I want it this height 0. Oh wow, height 3. Am I really afraid of losing on this expedition? I think we are already weak, really weak enough that we are gonna lose no matter what. So I'll just try and make a decision quickly. I'll add this scout building here, and I'll increase or upgrade this sturdy bunker specifically with a short range comlink. Yes. Okay. And I think I'm gonna increase. It's just a 1 height level, so do we want more range or stronger weapons? I think stronger weapons. Yeah. Nice. Send the next wave. Oh wow, we survived. I want more sturdy bunkers. New threats. What are the new threats? We're going against detection. Camouflage, I mean. So we need detection. We already have detection on this side, so let's add another on the other side before wave 10. And this one is an air unit, so we need to fight against air units. So we need anti-air. Okay. Let's add a zone. What zone do we want to add? Let's increase the difference in distance even more. Do you want it here or do you want it here? Look at those tiles, like 2 of those 3 height tiles next to each other. And look at this, like a 2x2 tile next to another 2x2 tile, same heights. Not this side. Not the best, but we could give this area 3 height tile. I don't want to put this here. This will increase, like, this will make the lens the same. So if I put it here, I'll pick this connection instead. The rotation, I'm not sure. I think this is the best rotation. But if I put it here, connect it here instead, I think the best connection is this. I want this. Oh wow. See? Discovery pays off. All buildings gain 10% damage against air units. See? It's a good building. Anyway, because it is a good building, we want to add a building next to it. I think any building would do. And I think we could just add a mirror door in there. But I think we have to focus on survival, so another sturdy bunker please on this side. I think. Yeah. Because this has more length, better coverage. This shorter, so I add one here. Sturdy bunker. And I don't have much to spend supply anymore. I have recon, but I can't spend it here. How about tech? We have tech. We know that we have to face air units. But then again, there are still 2 more levels of threat. And we could face like shield enemies here in tier 2 and final. If we get shield enemies here and shield enemies here, then this decision will not pay off as well. So I think let's hold off on this. Do we want a building beside this? Do we have a building we want beside this? I don't know yet. Let's send the wave. Reinforcement. Light mortar position, werewolf position. Attenuator deployment 1. Gain 1 sanction attenuator. I don't know what that is yet. 1 supply, or 100 supply, 25 recon. Yes, 30 bunker, cost less. This I think includes the upgrade, so I think I'll pick this. I have a lot of 30 bunkers, and because I have them already, I'm gonna upgrade them for sure. My next zone is a 3-way. Do I want a 3-way? This 3-way will make it so this path is farther, but it will also increase the entry points. So a lot more enemies will go through this battlefront. But we can loop. We could probably in the long run loop them that way. Right? If I pick this here, then how do I loop them? I'm not sure how I could loop them. How about let's reroll? Yeah, do we have any what do you call this again? Anyway, any upgrade relating to the reroll? No. But I still want to reroll, so let's reroll. Oh look. So one way. I guess let's add it here. I think I want to add them here. Let's add them here. What kind of rotation do we want though? I think I want this rotation. See how this tile matches heights compared to this rotation? Oh, but look at that part though. See? If I rotate it this way, not the best. This has good it's good connection, but it already has the 2x2 here compared to this one, which is just 1x2. If we click this, it becomes a 2x2. I choose this upgrade. Yeah. And this also has good coverage already, so that's the reason why I picked this instead or like pick this direction to increase the length or add the zone. What do we want to do? We have 254. Do we already want to add a mirror door here so that we could use the obfuscator or whatever it's called? I just remembered we need to add detection on this side, this battlefront. But I want to add a sturdy bunker here. And how about I add this mirror door here at 0 height. And give it detection. Or I'll wait for the next scout hideout and just focus on firepower instead. Or maybe upgrade the barricade. Yeah, I'll upgrade the barricade. What do we want? I don't know what we want here, but because of the next upgrade, if we want the barricade to be destroyed multiple times, no, we want this upgrade, not this one. So we do not really want it destroyed. If we don't want it destroyed, then we don't want this part, because we don't want it destroyed. We want this, more HP and more per battlefront. We have 2, so we will probably not join them. If we want HP in this one, we don't want it destroyed, then instead of giving HQ HP, we want this to have more HP. I picked this upgrade. Also because we will probably lose the network relay upgrade bonus, rate of fire to adjacent buildings if it's destroyed, so it has to be better. It has to toughen up. Yeah, I think I want this upgrade. Do we want to upgrade anything else? Do we want this? Here. No. Probably not. Do we just want to proceed? I think this needs a little bit of help. I want this upgraded, but what kind of upgrade? I think reinforced pivot. I have no plans to add more beside it. Probably here and here, but not here. So yeah. Oh, I did not know we could rotate it. I did not know. Wow. How fun is it to play different like orientation? Oh. If I choose to play this way, then I could just say right side, right battlefront, left battlefront. Yeah, I'll try sometimes to like, yeah, I'll play in this orientation or somewhat slanted, but still easier to know what's left and right. Yeah. They look really cool. See? It's cartoony, but like still it's cute and cool at the same time, if that's possible at all. Anyway, this is 1 height, 2 height, meaning this 1 height, 0 height, 1. I'll make this better with reinforced pivot. And then, yeah, I think that's enough. And send the next wave. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pretty good, I think. Yeah, pretty good. More sturdy bunkers and 1 advanced mirador. Here they come. Oh no, camouflage is the problem. So we need anti-air and we need, I think we upgrade this to anti-air. Do we have enough supply for also the other side? Yes, this anti-air, this will prioritize air units. How about let's start with this one instead? Yeah, another gun and prioritize air units. We make this guy stronger. And on the side, yeah, we could have enough here, but camouflage is a problem. Or is it 300 health, 360? Does our, can our barricade take it? I don't know. We are gonna gamble. Let's start the next wave. Or do we? How about we upgrade something else as well? Upgrade, I think, this one as well. I think I would not place even more sturdy bunkers beside it, so reinforced pivot. Yeah. Yeah, that's good, I think. Let's go. Oh, no stealth on the right side. Uh-oh. 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 Oh. Almost. First batch. Gain 400 supply. Another Durandal position. Another scout hideout. Pit surveillance. On revealing a pit, gain 500 supply. I have no plans to reveal a pit. I'm not even sure yet what it is, how it is. who it is, when it is. Imperial program, gain 1 blueprint among 3 and another sturdy bunker. I think I need a camouflage, so I need a scout hideout. But wait, I want more sturdy bunker, and I can gain 1 blueprint among 3. I could gain a scout hideout from it. If not, then the Mirador could also provide detection. So let's gamble. Gamba, I want sturdy bunker. Oh. From a position for anti-air barricades, for even more barricadature, even more barricades and platforms. Good to have. What do we need? Do we have a point position? We have 1. Do we need point position? I don't know. Have a barricade and a platform. I am is think. I was thinking of adding a point position here, and I need more detection here, so I think Mirador Scout Tower, hopefully. I want another comma position. Alright. Another zone expansion. What do we wanna do? I should really add another here. So how about I split this even more? No. I split this. How about I connect this? If I connect this way with a corner here, then no. That will only make this entry point. Oh, that will make the split the same length towards the path. So I'll pick here instead with this rotation, I think. Look at those squares though, that's cute. But if I decide it that way, then I could also decide it here as well, this way. Put a corner here, close it like that, and it will become 1 entry point and less enemies. Although the risk is there will be more enemies here. Let's risk it for the biscuit. See? 1 strong shield break weapon. However, we don't really need it yet. Maybe later. So let's not decide yet what to put beside them. But because we need detection, I guess a Mirador or advanced Mirador. By the way, the difference between the regular and the advanced has more range and more damage compared to the regular Mirador. What height? 2 height. I really want another Scott Tower. Anyway, let's go all in on sturdy bunkers. Yeah, even more sturdy bunkers. But I really need detection, so yeah, I guess another Mirador, advanced Mirador right here I think is good. Or is it? 2 height? I think let's add the Mirador here. 1 Mirador or an advanced Mirador. Since it has more range and damage, I could add this to... difference is range and damage. How about this? Then I could get more detection for this, and then power range. I think if it's for detection, then this will be a ranged Mirador instead, and not firepower. Yeah, but this will give us even more range at height 0, but we need detection, so this should be the upgrade. For the third one, it doesn't have to be close support because it's not beside the HQ. So it's surely this one. Anyway, this for sure, this special reinforcement and better reinforcement. So I guess we go all in on the left side. Instead of range and damage, we go logistic enforcement. And I think it has good coverage already for its, and the detection is good. How about instead of advanced Mirador, we put a Mirador, and the detection already covers the path, right? It does already cover the path. If it's just detection, I can edit here or here, but there will be a path downwards here. So how about this? Yeah, I'll add it here for detection so that we could add another better tower here on the higher square. Yeah, so this Mirador is only for detection. Really is only for detection, but we need supply. So we save for that. Let's just hope and pray that camouflaged units will not be a problem on this side. Do we want to upgrade? I don't know yet. I mean, look at this line. Could add like sturdy bunkers all the way from the neutral building to here. Yeah, I like that. Let's send the next wave. And let's see if we can survive. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Good. Good, good, good. It's not a problem, I told you. Anyway, do we want a section cannon? I don't know, but I need a scout hideout. We know we do. Both has scout hideouts. Let's compare the doctrines. This has scout hideout efficiency, plus 10% damage, rate of fire, reload speed. And this one is negotiation skills, plus 50 supply amount, offered in reinforcement. I actually think that stealth is a problem, camouflage is a problem, but supply is also a problem. But then again, this only works if I actually pick supplies. Like supplies when I bundles with supply and the reinforcement. Doesn't really matter as much. It's like RNG, super RNG, and I'm not really the best or the luckiest with RNG, so I'll pick this. Alright, now detection for sure. I need this. Now that we have detection here, what else can we do? We need firepower or we need repair. Do we want this here? So that we could get like close support. Do we? If it's here, then I could increase the range to +2, and then even more range here, and then close fire or close support. Or am I wasting the mirror door here? Should I just have like a weak mirror door here? And the reason why I choose to put it in the center so it covers both battlefronts. And I think I will cover this in mirror doors if I have enough of them. But hey, look, sturdy bunkers. I really need Puma on both sides. How about I add sturdy bunker here, so this gets stronger, and then I upgrade this with second heavy Vencedor, or do I start with that instead? Cancel this, I add a second heavy Vencedor. Yeah, if stealth is the problem, then this can solve stealth. This is not strong enough to fight against stealth. I don't think this guy fights or attacks the stealth. Stealth enemies are a problem. I need to solve stealth. I think stealth is not a problem on this side because I have the barricades. I think they can take them. Anti-air, I think I have anti-air here. Yeah, I have one. I could make this anti-air as well. And this. Anti-air here. I don't have any anti-air here. I need to increase the anti-air here. So problem here is stealth and anti-air. The problem here is not much really, just the number of entry points and the length. So I focus on solving the problem with stealth. I add something next to this. I add another scout hideout. Range per height level or weapon. The reason I added here instead of the higher place because I was thinking just in case I get a 2x2 building, I could add it here, right? But then again, I'm gonna waste the space in the height if I don't use it. So then again, the height is just too much at the top and bottom. This has good enough coverage already, and this is really just for stealth enemies. So yeah, sniper for stealth enemies. I'll add it here probably. Yeah. Then I choose this because it's for firepower against stealth, so we add firepower instead of range. Focus is full HP and closest to enemy. Usually stealth are full HP because no other buildings attack them. So yeah, let's go with this. Bam. All right, that's decided. No turning back. And I have more damage against anti-air. I guess that's good enough for now. So let's solve. Yeah, let's add another sturdy bunker here. Yeah, here. Let's go. Send the next wave. Nope, I don't want double speed. I keep hitting a button. My hands are like itchy to press things. I'm trigger happy, or my fingers are. Anyway, we're gonna read the reinforcement, but let me drink. Let me drink some water. Oh hey look, sturdy bunker upgrades. Let's take this. We need lines or zones here that will combine them, I think. So here we need a corner here. In here we don't really need anything specific. Let's add, I think, yeah, let's add the length here so that the entryways of this and this one will have different lengths. Or oh no, maybe I should have rotated it. Look at this tile here. It's a high tile. If I put that tile here, it's gonna have good coverage probably. Anyway, that's done. What is this? HQ gains 15% repair. I need it. I want it. But what do I add next to it? What do I build next to it? I could add a barricade here instead. A barricade that will be destroyed for sure, most likely. Then if we do, then I don't have a barricade really, so let's think about that next time. What do we need now? I'm pretty sure we need more sturdy bunkers. This will not work. Yeah, this is not the best placement for a sturdy bunker. So no, not here. This could be good, or this. But not really. But this also not really the best. But I really want to see a line of sturdy bunkers here. Long line of sturdy bunkers. What do we need? We need sturdy bunkers. Yeah, I'll just add even more sturdy bunkers. I have a lot of them. Add that. Add this. Do I want to add this? Yeah. What's its weapon? Oh, look. It actually deals damage. It doesn't just break shields. Deals damage to shields, deals damage against flying, probably also regular enemies. So it actually does shoot. It's a good thing that it's activated. Okay, so all of this should probably have short range comlink, except for this one. So this one and this one. I don't have enough supply yet though, so I guess let's send the next wave. Whoa. The flying enemies goes over the barricades. Whoa. Oh look, new buildings. Study bunker, I want this. But let's see what the other choices are. Zone command. A support building to request more supply. It can either upgrade, it can be either upgraded. Okay. It can be either upgraded to request resources or equipped with various weapons. I need the resource. I need the supply. And I probably need a scout hideout as well. Retribution position. Armed with a retribution missile rack. Armed with a retribution missile rack, this position can destroy even the most powerful foes. Missile rack. Missiles. AoE. Oh, supply. I want to supply. I'm not sure about the retribution position, but this would give us resources. Resource production probably, and I need a scout hideout. I do also want this though, but I don't really need the turn door position. Not yet. But I want the zone command and the scout hideout. I choose this. Now let's see what the zone command could provide us. Zone command, oh, it has that kind of coverage. It's pretty nice. What does it have? It has a defender, weak against anti-air or weak against air. Proximity radar gives us range, give this building range and damage. Precision gives us supply and recon. We want this, but we need a lot of supply to get this. And the supply will pay for itself after the 11th turn. And we only have like how many turns left? 14. And if we have to save for this, we won't be able to have this right away. So it's like, it's such a waste to get this. I will probably use this for the damage, not for the supply. Yeah, let's think about this later. Heavy Bensidor. What is a heavy Bensidor? I forgot. It's a weapon I know, but I don't know what kind of weapon it is. Oh look, supply production. So, and you pay it using scout resource or recon. So you can pay for this earlier, and you can say you convert your recon to supply. Then again, there's so much to save. 900. Reaper cannons, another weapon, and a different weapon. And another acquisition ops. Oh, it needs tech. I only have 4 left. This needs 4, but I also need the tech for this upgrades. So I only have really 2 to spare or anywhere else really. So I will not be able to get this. I will get this. So I still need to add this weapon or this building to a good enough position. Let's cancel this. How much does it cost? 125. I don't know yet where to, if we really need it, where to add this. Maybe here later on if we really need it, but that's a maybe. What we really need though is probably a scout hideout. Oh yeah, I noticed this needs anti-air upgrade, right? Or probably short range comlink first across the, yeah, we try. I think I'm not sure with this game, if I haven't done the math. It's my second expedition, so I don't know if it's the best to focus on one building or spread out across different buildings or multiple buildings. If you did the math, let me know. But I think I'm gonna spread it out for now because I want a lot of sturdy bunkers. Yeah, and they're beside each other. So yeah, short range comlink. I think this part is the problem, right? This battlefront, because I saw the flying units go across the barricade. How much do I have? 200. I could only upgrade 2. Do I really need to upgrade that part? This part, I think, good enough. Probably not. If it's not good enough, then I probably just lose. Let's see. I think, like I mentioned, I want to spread my upgrades, like spread my wings. So I'm gonna upgrade this. I'm gonna upgrade this. I have 74. What else can I upgrade? Not much. Nothing at all. Yeah, I cannot upgrade anything. I could add a scout tower, scout hideout somewhere. I guess let's wait. Let's Gamba. Send wave. Nice. We lived. We are the boy who lived. The boy who lived. Anyway, another barricade. Retribution position. Mirador efficiency. Puma position. Do I need more Puma? We have 2. We don't have enough supply. We need supply and another light mortar position. We have 1. We haven't used it yet. Or we have 2. And we can have more. We have supply, barricade. I think let's take this. Or do we need Mirador efficiency? We just have 1, really. Yeah. I prefer to have the supply instead. Alright, let's add a zone. Oh, look. A corner piece. So I add this here. I combine and close up the loop. Oh, look. Another shield breaker. Nice. Now this loops here, so we just have 1 entry point here, 2 entry points here, so 60% around, or let's use a better number. 2/3 of the forces will probably show up or spawn here, and then 1/3 will spawn here. Which means we need more firepower on this battlefront. So that means we need better sturdy bunkers. Not more, but better sturdy bunkers. And I pick anti-air instead because we have a lot of anti-air problems right now. I don't know what wave 20 is like yet. What else do we need to upgrade? We upgraded this as reinforced pivot because we don't intend to add sturdy bunkers beside it. I think this will have the same situation. So reinforced pivot, I think. Let's see what the bunkers will look like here. Yeah, not the best. We won't. So this will be reinforced pivot. This will probably also be reinforced pivot. And these are upgraded already. We have 163. We are still unable to upgrade this specific sturdy bunker yet. So I don't know if we would pick solid foundation or high ground expertise yet. Let's decide later. We have 163 to spend. Do we want light mortars? Light mortar positions. Do we need them? Look at this though. 3 height, light mortar. In that position, look at the coverage. I think that's good coverage. Do we have any other buildings that has like better or is better to put there? I don't know yet. How about this part? We might want to use or upgrade the barricade. We don't want it destroyed, we want it reinforced. We don't have enough for that. Let's take a look at these. We want short range comlink across this, and we want at the end we want reinforced pivot. Let's upgrade that, and I think let's send the next wave. Would you look at that? We survived. Would you look at that? Alright. Reinforcement. Sturdy bunker efficiency. I like that. Mirador. I could use that. Light mortar position. Durandal position. I don't really need both of them. Direct assaults. All buildings gain plus 10% damage or minus 10% damage if adjacent to the HQ. That means we don't want buildings next to the HQ. Or if it's beside the HQ, it doesn't really have to be a building for firepower. Then I guess the building that has to be considered is the Mirador. But then again, the Mirador, if you want it beside the HQ, it's not really for firepower. It's gonna be for close support, the 3rd tier upgrade, 3rd level, which is an upgrade to the HQ, not really for firepower but for survivability. So I think that's a good upgrade. Yeah, I would probably want this. Oh wait, but wait, sturdy bunkers efficiency, it increased the sturdy bunkers damage as well. It's the same percentage, but also the rate of fire and the reload speed. And a lot of our buildings really are sturdy bunkers. Let's look at the damage. Most damage are the scout towers because of the stealth, I think. Mirador, yeah, because of the stealth. Barricade because of the stealth. Then the bunkers are actually not as strong. Which bunker is this? One of the best bunkers. And this one is on that end. This one deals a lot of damage. You know what? I think let's use direct assaults. It will affect all buildings actually. So yeah. Direct assaults. Does it actually give a bonus to neutral buildings? Let's see. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Including the commander. Nice. All right. So what do we want to do next? We want to activate both of this. We want HQ repair. Is stealth a problem on this end? I don't know, I'm not sure. But look at this. We have a tree height square. Do we want the scout hideout? Do we? Or do we want the advanced mirador? Let's look. The mirador has good enough damage. Doesn't really have DPS. Both of the scout towers still more damage than this mirador, but then again, this is not upgraded yet. If I upgrade this mirador, then this will probably a little more damage. Like this is another gun, this is another gun, or this is range and look, more damage. So like this, like another gun, and it's the same gun. It's like I guess plus 50% damage, and then plus 25 reload speed is another range and 200% damage. I think that the mirador is better than the scout tower, at the very least, because the upgrades for the scout hideout are locked. So yeah, let's use the advanced mirador already. Add it right here and add special reinforcement, I think. Yeah, because if I just add the scout tower here, the upgrade would probably be Farsight. No, probably Eminence, but then again, that's just double damage. This is detection and then double damage. Is that the same gun? Defender M5. No, Eminence M4. Sniper rifle, very powerful rounds. And this is specialist rifle, long range, good damage, high rate of fire. Yeah, let's add more guns and increase it later on. Veteran reinforcement for sure. I'm not sure about this too. I think logistic reinforcement doesn't really need even more range. Yeah, it doesn't. I could use a better reload though. All right, let's send the next wave. Am I gonna lose? Oh no. No. I survived. But what is the problem? Stealth. I don't care about the pit, so there's not a choice. Also, look at the supply. 100 supply versus 200 supply. Oh, obvious choice. Then again, what's this? Amplifier deployment 1. Gain 1 certified amplifier. I don't know what that is yet. But we need the supply. Compared to light mortar position and Durandal, we already have those blueprints. But we cannot put them down. We cannot build them without the supply. So yeah. This will give us supply and we can figure out what the amplify deployment or what the certified amplifier is. So pick this. Ta-da! New threat spotted. What are the threats? The threats are shield and air assault, and stronger with less battlefronts, and it's an air unit. So it's another air unit problem and an additional shield problem. So it does look like air will be a real problem later on. Yeah. So I need to deal with shields, but I need to deal with air a lot. I will need probably the air anti-air upgrade from the HQ. Anyway, let's add a zone. What's the zone we can add? Oh, look. We could, similar to the other side, we could look it in from here. We could add more entry points here, so the forces will focus here more. So we need to have a stronger firepower in this battlefront. The other side I think could manage for now, so yeah. Add this here. Now let's see, what is a certified amplifier? Doubles the chances to get targeted building blueprint and building doctrine. Okay. So do we place it like this? Oh, I see. So the targeted blueprint and building doctrine that this is talking about is the target that the green square covers. So if I put this here, I would be able to get more sturdy bunkers, and yeah, blueprint. I would be able to get more blueprint and doctrines relating to sturdy bunkers. I think I want those. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Which means I would really want to place this. But let's see first what else we can do. We are gonna face shields, so we probably want a Durandal position somewhere against the shields. But then again, let's see. On this battlefront, they can deal with shields easily. This has a proto turret here, and this is another. I can activate this using whatever. And then I would probably use what? Scouts hideout? Probably. Or a Mirador? Probably. Or a zone command? No, probably not. How about this side? This side doesn't have any weapon to deal with the shields. Yeah. Let us deal with the shields using the Durandal on this side. Excuse me. And we are gonna add the Durandal here. Is this the best placement for the Durandal? I'm not sure, but the best placement for the sturdy bunker. Probably here somewhere, or look at this side. Look at that. Could be this. Sturdy bunkers here. It's probably nice, right? Probably nice. I really wanted to put in the certified amplifier first, so I am guessing I want that here, and I want to upgrade this. The problems are stealth for now, stealth and shield. So let's deal with stealth and shield. Stealth mainly. On this side we have the barricade and detection. This we have detection. Do we want to reinforce the frame now or increase the strength of this guy? This is anti-air. This are one height. This are not anti-air. Do we want cannons? Do we want to replace the guns or focus on anti-air? Actually, if we replace the guns, this has more coverage, but it's a single target. I guess let's solve first the problem of stealth. So we want scout hideouts. Even more scout hideouts. Puma. Anti-air. Yeah. It's either add here a Puma or a Durandal. How do I make those different choices? Let's see. This could be general purpose or anti-air. This could add one range or more damage. This would replace it with a stronger anti-air weapon, or add more range and more damage. So I could really specialize this with anti-air. I don't know what the best decision is, so I guess I upgrade what I have. It's a short range comlink, so I'll add a bunker here just to make this stronger. Yeah. This is reinforced pivot, so never mind. Reinforced pivot, this will be reinforced pivot as well. I add scout tower here. Do I need the range? No, I need the firepower. If I need the firepower, I don't need the height level. But then again, do I really need to add it here? How about here instead? Yeah. Here. Or farther away. How about I follow this line just because? Just because. No, I would probably close this so the coverage wouldn't matter here. So instead, is that a 3 height? No, it's a 2. I don't really know what I need. I guess light mortar position. No. No. I guess let's just increase the... Let's add the mirror door here to prepare for the close support. And it will help, right? It could help. Like either side. Do we have detection coverage up to the HQ? Yes. Yes, we do. So this doesn't really need detection. Yeah, it doesn't. So let's add range, damage, and fire rate. It's gonna be weak anyway because direct assaults. So we will keep adding range to it just because. We're going to pick right side all the way. I guess that could be a challenge run for when we get stronger, right? We get used to the game. A challenge run could be left only, right only. Let's do that. Yeah, let's plan for that. Anyway, I'm gonna add the mirror door here and send the next wave. I hope we survive. Stealth problems, man. Boom. Boom. We survive. But stealth is really the problem. I should solve that. Now, how do I solve it? I guess the only solution I have are mirror doors. I think we need to give this mirror door detection. At least that's just a little bit of damage against stealth. Just a little bit, but that could help us. And then scout towers or recon. Recon and sturdy bunker. We want sturdy bunkers. Let's give this detection. Close support for sure. This is too expensive. This is gonna be a weak tower anyway, so probably logistics enforcements and then close support. Now we really need the scout tower, so let's just do we need the height or the firepower? Still want good enough height, right? So let's push this right here. Oh, that's too far away. We only have how many turns left? 10? 11? Probably not much zones really. So yeah, let's not push this too much far ahead. So a 1 here is good, I think. Yep. And more firepower. Now this has good range at, so oh yeah, this guy, we need to improve this guy or activate this guy. But I guess the problem is still this area, so I guess sturdy bunker. Let's start adding sturdy bunkers. I guess this has best coverage, this area, or is this area the best? Yeah, it has 3 height blocks, so 3 3 2 1 0. Let's add this here and short range comlink, I think. See if we add even more bunkers here. Here for sure. Here and here. How about let's put this one on first. Not the best. Not the best bunkers really. The 2 height here will it cover the other lane? No, it will not. I do hope we loop this in so that this entry point will could cover all that enters. Let's hold up on this sturdy bunker. How about the zone command? Is this a good place to put the zone command in? I think so. Is that a different height? Yeah, it is. This area, where can I put this in? Is this the best placement? Or maybe I should have put this zone command here. Yeah, never mind. How about this? Oh, how about later? Let's upgrade our sturdy bunkers instead. we want heavy vencedors, anti-air. So after solving the anti-air, then they can solve the other ones, except for the stealth. So like the shield. It's pretty good against shield. There's no negative modifier, so let's pick this. Yeah, we are now picking air damage on the HQ. We have 2 tech left for later. And I'm getting pretty tired already, so I'm gonna stop using my voice. The rest of the video will have no commentary. So it's just gonna be chill gaming, no explanations, no speech practice. So now I'm going to adjust this box here into just gaming. All right, I hope to practice my speech with you again next time. I'm planning to hopefully stay consistent, be able to continue. So I'm now going to mute my mic. Let's enjoy the game without my voice. I hope you enjoy the game.